Hi, everybody. Thanksgiving break here at Harding, and for the most part, campus is pretty quiet, but not here in the football offices as the Bison's getting ready to go up to Ashland, Ohio, and take on Ashland on Saturday in the second round of the NCAA playoffs, 11 a.m. kickoff Central Time. And Paul Simmons, before we talk about this week, go back and just tell me what it meant for your football team to win a game like last week in the playoffs up against a very good team in Indianapolis.
I tell you what, that ball game was kind of typical of how our season has gone. Adversity, tough situation, just a crazy day. I don't know if you realized or not, but in the first half we had a 20-mile-an-hour south wind. It was blowing like crazy and raining. Then we had the long rain delay and come back out, and we had a 20-mile-an-hour north wind, exact opposite direction, and just so many crazy things happened. But I told the guys in the locker room, I said, men, here's my desire. What I want is I want all the things, all the reasons why we're here, the character, the toughness, the loyalty, the guys being selfless, the brotherhood, the holding the rope, all of those things that helped us go from 0-3 to where we are. Those things need to be on full display today because we're in a tough situation. We had an 8-hour bus ride. We got an early game. It's pouring down rain. And the winner of this game is going to be the team that has the best culture. It's going to be about who we are and what we're all about. And that is exactly what they did. I think if you don't know a thing about Harding football, if you watch that game and watch how the guys just kept coming back, kept responding, and really he just refused to lose. I mean, we had so many chances to throw in the towel, and they just refused to lose. The 96-yard drive was unbelievable. The goal line stand was something I'll never forget the rest of my life, and just a special, special day that really kind of defined who these young men are.
What about the celebration after the game? I've seen some on-the-field video of the team and just the jubilation. This is a tight-knit football team.
It is a bunch of guys that absolutely love being together. And, boy, I tell you what you saw coming out was just an overflow of emotion. And, it takes such an investment emotionally and physically to go out there and get that kind of win. And when you're all knotted up to the very end, and then you pull it off, and boy, you just want to go jump in a pile with your brothers. And I can't tell you what it means to see our guys succeed and love it and be together and just get to play one more time at least. And we'd like to have more than that.
You told me last week that your football team really wanted to have Thanksgiving dinner together. Now, you're going to have that opportunity this week. Just kind of take our fans through the week, because I know it's a different week with no classes, but you will get to have Thanksgiving dinner with the team together.
Well, when we recruit guys, we tell them, if you love Thanksgiving dinner at your house, then you don't need to be a Bison, because we plan on playing we plan on eating Thanksgiving dinner together, which means you're in the second round of the playoffs. And this is year 2 in a row to do that, which I just realized earlier that we're one of only 4 teams that have been in the Sweet 16 2 years in a row, which is pretty awesome. But so we will we'll feed the entire team tonight. Actually, we have a lot of people that have donated food and pies and money and warehouses, and we'll all be together tonight, and we'll have Thanksgiving dinner tonight. And we will practice early on Wednesday that morning. That way the guys that are local can go home, and we won't bring them back until Thanksgiving night at 6. So they get a little bit of break to go home, the ones that can. Of course, a lot of our guys are from so far away that they can't do that. And then we'll have a lot of other guys that will find homes here in town to eat at. And, the Bison family here in town has always been so good to our guys. And we got about 30 guys that need places to eat for Thanksgiving. So if you got a little extra turkey and dressing, let me know. Seriously, we have a few guys that need places to go. But, really in a lot of ways it's a big advantage. Ashland's in school today, and you know, for us this week we have one task, and that's getting ready for this football game. And the disadvantage is not having our entire squad here to practice, which is a big negative. But the advantage is, you know, sleeping a little bit later, having fewer things you got to deal with, and so it's up to us to see how big the advantage can be by how we take care of business, how we focus, how we study, how we use that extra time, you know. So hopefully we do that well.
Now the travel plans. Tell our fans about that, because they're very interested in keeping up with the Bisons and the road trip. I know busing last week and made the special flight up last year to Sioux Falls. You'll get to do that again this week.
Yeah, we will leave Friday morning from Searcy at about 9 o'clock and go to Little Rock. Our flight will be at 11 o'clock, and we'll have a private charter plane, which is a really neat deal for these guys. And we will fly to Akron, which is about an hour from the stadium there and the hotel, and we'll just drive right to the stadium and get off the bus and go check it out and get back in the hotel room and have our evening meetings and get up early. Now it's an early game. The game's at noon, which, you know, and we lose an hour. For us, it's 11 o'clock ball game, which is really early. But get out there and get after it, see what we can do.
And Ashland, talk a little bit about them, because I know you have so much respect for this program, and another 11-win team that you'll face on Saturday.
You know, Ashland is a really powerhouse program. You know, if you read their coaches' resumes, it's really impressive. The head coach has 227 wins as a head coach, and I've got 9, so that's pretty similar. He's been the head coach at Miami of Ohio. He's spent a lot of time in Division I, and does a great job with his guys. His defensive coordinator has spent 29 years in Division I, including stops at Boston College and Louisiana Tech and a lot of places like that. So we're playing a bunch of salty old veterans that know what they're doing. You know, I would compare this football team to a Wisconsin type team. Really big, really powerful, a lot of 2 tight end, 2 running back sets. They pound the football, execute really well. Their quarterback is a Harlan Hill finalist, which is the Division II version of the Heisman Trophy, and really, really accurate, really dangerous, kind of a gunslinger, and you can tell plays a lot of confidence. And so, you know, it's going to definitely be a battle of styles. You know, our styles is a lot different than theirs. You know, I think that on defense we run really well, and on offense they're really big and powerful. And so we got to figure out a way to not get our guys locked up with those big linemen, and got to keep it moving and give them a chance to do what they do best, is run and tackle and get off blocks. So we'll see how it goes. We're excited about it.
All right, Coach Simmons, we always appreciate your time. We'll see you on Saturday up in Ashland, Ohio, and happy Thanksgiving to you and the Bisons.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate it, brother.